This is the Riverhawk Sports Nest podcast, talking all things NSU athletics. I am Shawn Solo.
And I'm Captain Morgan.
Brought to you by
NSU Athletics
and DJ Shawn Solo Entertainment. The Riverhawk Sports Nest is a Rogue Radio Network production.
You can like, follow, share, and enjoy the show. You can listen to Riverhawk Sports Nest on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon Music.
Are you hungry or want to hang out for a cold brew with your friends? Emery's Grill has a wide selection of amazing food and drinks for everyone.
Emery's Grill, the captain's favorite, is a proud sponsor of the Riverhawk Sports Nest and a supporter of NSU Athletics. So make your way downtown to Emery's Grill, located on 407 North Muskogee Avenue.
Go Riverhawks! All right, we'll do the usual, Captain. We got red lights? Got red lights?
Red light? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yep. I'm sorry to find that knob.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2026 edition of the Riverhawk Sports Nest. We are back from dry dock to bring you the first episode of Season 6. Tonight is episode 601, No Maps, No Rules. We are your host. I am Shawn Solo.
And I am Captain Morgan.
We are recording live at Emery's Grill in downtown Tahlequah. We want to thank Emery's Grill for hosting the show and being one of our proud sponsors. This season, our show will be held every Wednesday at 6 p.m. We'd like to encourage everyone to hang out and watch the show in person. You can catch the episodes on your favorite streaming platforms and watch the episodes on the Rogue Radio Network YouTube channel. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at rh.sportsnest. And, of course, click the link in the bio for all your streaming platforms and be sure to follow, like, and subscribe.
Absolutely. And the mission of this show, DJ Shawn Solo, is to put NSU student-athletes on the radar. We bring the programs, the coaches, the players, the alumni, and the entire Riverhawk athletic community together. This is the home port for everything Riverhawks athletics. Our upcoming schedule next week, we'll have women's basketball coach Keith Ferguson on with 3 of his players. On the 14th, the week after, on the 21st, we're going to have Coach Jay Havens and 3 of his players on. So looking forward to that.
Yes, sir. I feel like we're diving deep into basketball because this segues nice into basically the reason why we have moved the Wednesday nights is due to the captain and myself. We join Ori the Voice Phillips for the NSU Basketball Coaches Show. The show is recorded live on Mondays at 6 p.m. at Emery's Grill and can also be heard on Lakes Country 102.1 at 6 p.m. on Tuesdays. But now you can actually watch the video portion of the show on the Rogue Radio Network YouTube channel. So we're kind of going back to back with the NSU basketball, which is perfectly fine by me.
And I think it's been, I don't know how many episodes, it's just been the 2 of us that we've done together because we've always had guests on. So it's a little bit of a different little setting here, but we've got some episodes under our belt per se.
Yeah.
So
well, that's what I'm going to go into here in a minute.
Okay, yeah.
Or in a few seconds. I mean, no, this is what's kind of cool because this is the first time that we've, like you said, we're actually doing this show, just you and me.
Yeah.
This could be dangerous.
It could be.
But we've got some good stuff to cover because we're going to basically do a fall review and spring preview.
Yeah.
For all of our NSU athletics because, you know, the kids are out still for winter break. I don't think they come back until next week.
Yeah.
So
Actually, as we speak right now, the women are playing at Edmond at UCO, and the men are going to be playing after that. So right now, starting the third quarter, 29-32, UCO is up by 3. So be watching that, but there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
It's exciting to be watching. So.
Well, I wanted to kind of, I feel so good that this is, like I said, season 6 of our show. And to give you guys just a quick, brief history of, the Riverhawk Sports Nest, William and I had been kind of in and out of Lakes Country 102.1, kind of subbing in, help covering some time when the morning show, doing segments, doing round tables, doing like that kind of stuff. And then that's how really Captain and I kind of became friends. And then Lightning Lou Lightning Lou put us together on doing the football coaches show for Tahlequah and Sequoia. And so that's kind of how it started with the two of us. But then our athletic director for NSU, Coach John Sizemore, heard the show and said, you know what, I like, to put a podcast together, just talks all things NSU athletics. And he liked what he heard from us. And here we are 6 seasons later. Mm-hmm. And I will give you the breakdown. So we have got 84 episodes under our belt.
Oh, wow.
Over these, and when I say seasons, it's basically semesters because of how the sports in the school works. So it's 6 seasons, 84 episodes total, about 14 to 15 episodes a season. Here's some fun stats for you.
Okay.
Since our first episode on October 6th, 2023, we've had 3,502 downloads. Okay? So like I said, 84 episodes. Our top 3 downloads, this is always kind of fun, and Coach Tim of our tennis team, he loves this accolade. I don't know if he can put this on his resume or not, but they hold the first place in downloads for the women's tennis, episode 305 at 181. Mm-hmm. In second place, we've got women's golf, episode 206 at 122. And in third place, men's baseball coach with Coach Kyle when he was introduced to the Riverhawk Nation, episode 502 with 96 downloads. So that's all on the audio platform with Spotify and Apple and all that kind of stuff. But, we started going video on YouTube in season 3 because it seems like the podcast world is, everybody's been doing the audio, but they've dived in video, so we followed suit. So we have 47 episodes on YouTube from season 3. Now listen to these numbers. We've had 2,626 views.
Okay.
So over half from what we've done on the audio side. So that tells you right there that the YouTube thing is a good deal. Mm-hmm. 71 subscribers. First place, men's tennis, episode 505 with 166.
Wow.
Second place is Coach Kyle and his episode 502 at 149.
Oh, nice.
And then third place is football, episode 302 at 146. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is the first episode that we did actually live on YouTube.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good deal, and it's fun to get it out there. And so, if you're listening, please go and subscribe. The more subscribers we have on YouTube, the more rotation it gets. It gets out to people more. And then I will have to say that I've said this before, jokingly, but the Sports Nest, we are international.
Yes.
We are worldwide. We've had listeners in Australia, South Africa, Central America, Europe. So we're all over, baby. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. And those numbers those are some impressive numbers just coming from what we
started with. I have no idea if there's a benchmark or what you should be looking for, but from our little show, I'm kind of proud of it.
Yeah, I am too. I'm looking to expand it.
Whoa.
Excuse me. Obviously, we're looking to expand it quite a bit. So the sponsorship opportunities that we have, we're on social media. We're on Facebook and we're on Instagram. And then here locally, we're everywhere. DJ Shawn Solo, the DJ. I'm actually working for Lakes Country 102.1, so I'm out seeing the community. I'm PAing for the home games here for basketball, football, and did softball and baseball last year. Shawn does DJ stuff here locally, so we're really tied into the community. So being a sponsor of our shows is something that is availability there, and something that we would appreciate, and something that we would put onto your platform as well as far as marketing, because I have got I've got marketing experience as well. So that's something that we're really looking forward to pushing these next couple of years or the next couple of seasons. So if you have any questions on how to get involved, actually, I want to say this too, because 20% of what is 20% of what is brought in goes directly to NSU athletics, and you can specify if you want it to go to a specific sport. So if you wanted to go over two or whatever over the whole thing, so that's pretty neat. So just know that 20% of what you're giving is going directly back into the students, to their athletes, and the important thing is basically the 80% is helping get those students promoted and your business promoted as well. So
Yeah, because we'll have you all over our social media. There's be opportunities to be
on the banner,
the banners, and on all of our signage and that kind of thing, our media outlets and stuff. So
yeah. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that.
Well, this is it's a big push for this semester, because as things progress, and we've talked about it time and time again, we've got to get help to this athletic department to help these guys get uniforms, help them get the equipment that they need, whether it be equipment for the training staff or medical care. All those things under that umbrella.
Yeah, and getting them recognized, especially recognized right now, and we're going to move right into this, I'm sure, into football, getting them recognized so that when they go to these bowls, that they have followers, that they have a video of them talking.
Yeah.
So there's a history of these players that are moving on to possibly the NFL.
You're right.
And it's like, or D1, we're doing up to, just moving up. So as they develop, so it's pretty.
Well, I think that's another good segue. Let's just go right into a little bit of the fall review. And you mentioned football, and that's been a huge topic, here in Tahlequah for these, this past few months with, year two of the Coach Cheverini era and kind of stuff that's happened since our last show with Coach Chev and our podcast with it. But, the Riverhawks, they had their first inaugural, the first Americans Bowl against East Central. It's, put on by the Seven Clans, the N7 talent agency.
Not N7.
Oh, not N7.
Yeah,
Seven Clans, that's what. Okay, Seven Clans talent agency. And so they help put it on, so it's there to obviously help promote and celebrate the Native American student, the minor, what do you call it? I went blank.
It was just the minorities.
Minorities, yeah.
Indigenous,
right.
Minority schools.
Right. So, obviously the team went 9-3, so it's the most successful season in recent program. And some of the things I wanted to touch on that has been posted on social media and hasn't been on the show. We haven't had the coaches show, but Coach Darren Cheverini was awarded Coach of the Year by the College Football Network. So I don't know if that's ever happened. We'd have to ask the voice on NSU history on that one, but I think that's the first time that's ever happened.
But good money that
that's
first.
it.
Yeah.
So our quarterback, Donnie Smith, he'll be a senior this next year, but he went over 3,000 yards. Our sophomore running back, Ramon McKinney, went over for 1,000 yards. I can't remember how much all-purpose yards, but it was ridiculous. Levante Chenault, senior, over 1,000 receiving yards. He's been invited to the Dream Bowl, which is this weekend actually in Dallas at the Death Star there in Arlington. So you actually be able to watch that on ESPN Plus, I believe, this weekend. I think it's on Sunday. Then you've got my man Cam Woods, also a Dream Bowl invite, so he'll be down there. He was also named an All-American on the Al Hansen D2 platform, and it's a CCA for D2, which is the Conference Commissioners Association. So that's a first-team All-American. Mo Faketi, our punter, All-American Al Hansen D2. He's an FCA second-team All-American. You've got your Marvelous Owens, or defensive back, Al Hansen D2 All-American. CCA first-team All-American. And then you've got defensive lineman Chris Lee. He's also going to be at the Dream Bowl. So all of this success is insane that we've had, and this talent level that we've had here at NSU just in the year two of Darren Cheverini.
Absolutely.
And it's exciting. And I mean, I love that, we've got the holidays and this kind of stuff, but I almost want to. We've seen Coach Chev and them post about some of the signees that have committed already to the qual, that they'll come in, they'll be here for spring ball. So I'm really curious to see what talent comes in for the spring, because we're losing a lot of star athletes,
Well, I mean, we're losing them, but
but we're going to be
Coach Shep brought him in, so that's what Coach Shep does.
right.
That's what he said. He's like, that's my expectations. I'm going to get my thousand yard running back.
Yeah, so
I'm going to get my 3,000 yard quarterback.
Keep on saying dollar.
Yeah,
Don't say money.
I'm sorry. Money's been on my mind all day. But yeah, it's like that's what I expect.
Yeah.
I expect those yards from my players, and he's got a system that does it very well. I mean, he did it well last year. The problem was last year that our talent level we were subpar.
Yeah.
But we had Coach Shep was able to bring in key people, and we could do things for a half, and then whenever they figured it out at halftime and they could regroup, they were like, oh, that's all they got.
Yeah.
And they shut us down, and then they were like, oh, well, that's all we got.
That's it.
So this year, able to plug more players in, buying into the system, great recruiting.
Right.
Obviously, coaching is a big factor. I think keeping moving Coach Atwell up there, there was a difference made midway through the season
That
in
was
defensively.
huge.
And we noticed it before when it happened in the first game. We didn't know that Coach Atwell had been more involved. We just saw the results, and it was a conversation between actually the voice and Shawn and I, because I had said something about it. I was like, that defense is actually like, apart from everything before, it was all right. And I don't think Ori was like, they got to do more to prove me. But we noticed it, though.
Yeah.
We definitely noticed it.
They definitely turned a corner on that, and nothing against Coach Chanavasso. He's done a great job.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate everything he did.
Great guy, and he really brought a lot to the table.
Yeah.
These.
Now, he went somewhere, didn't he?
He did. I didn't see where he went, though.
Okay.
But bringing Coach Atwell, that was a game changer. I mean, the defense was way more opportunistic. Mm-hmm. They were in the right places. I don't recall them ever getting beat badly when I go back in my brain thinking about it. But no, it was a huge difference.
Yeah.
So we'll be looking forward to for that for next year, and obviously the spring ball. So
yeah, and I want to talk about some of the players that you talked about this year. I mean, those players were very impressive. You talk about Cam, you talk about, and we got to talk about Marvis Owens. You talk about Chenault, the hands like I've never seen in my life. Because even when I'm watching football games now on TV, I'm like,
yeah, that's
Chenault would have caught that,
right?
Like he would have had that without a doubt, 100%.
Yeah.
So, and Donnie's coming back next year. Still developing well, so happy with him. Coach Shep just signed basically is committed, for some time here. So we got him this year. Looking forward to seeing if he can if we can get in the playoffs. Obviously, y'all have seen before that I didn't agree. The committee didn't put us in this year because, we get no respect.
Yeah.
But that's because we've had such a failure of seasons from years back to back to back. But now that if they can grasp onto what's going on, we should be in there somewhere. We're still we're independent as well.
But we finished. They put us in the top 25 at 23 once the season was done.
Mm-hmm.
That's how impressive that the commissioners or writers on whoever does the rankings like that to put us at 23. We went 7-0.
Yeah.
To end the season.
Yeah.
And had a bowl game and was dominant.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going to be on the radar. Now, next season, again, I don't want to talk about next season because that's fall away, but our schedule is going to be a lot tougher.
Yeah.
Which is good because we need that.
Yeah, we need it. They got a little soft this year, but we upset some people.
Yeah.
Not people. We upset some teams, which obviously upset people, but. Now the people they're like, oh yeah, no, we don't want to play them. We don't want to bring you into our homecoming because I think there were 3 homecomings this year
that we all beat them.
That we beat them on 2 homecomings or The initial one with Saginaw Valley, that was some kind of 50th Cardinals or 100. It was some big deal to them because they brought back their alumni that had actually won the national championship
Right.
from them. So they were like, it was a big deal. Like they paid us to come beat us.
them.
And we didn't.
Right.
They didn't. That just we thumped them. We didn't thump them. We won.
We won. I mean,
But yeah,
we were, a 4-touchdown underdog? We beat them by touchdown. So,
So started off the season that way. Came back home. Had high expectations. That loss hurt us. Probably put us in check where we needed to be, though, to realize.
yeah, I mean, we've got there's nothing but going up. And so this season, looking forward, is going to be tough. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a tough battle. But, we had the whole thing, #the chase last year. I'm going to be looking to see what they come out of spring with, because I really honestly think that if we don't make it's playoffs or bust, I guess is kind of we want a shot.
Oh, yeah.
And I know Coach Shev and the team, they want a shot.
Yeah, there's no reason.
Just
I think.
What do you say, like in basketball, just make the tournament, or even in the NFL, just make the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Just get in there. Don't care how you get in there.
Yeah.
Just get to the tournament. So, well, let's we've got a few more minutes here on segment 1. We've talked about we've talked about football, and we've talked about the basketball coaches show, but let's kind of just go over some of that.
All right, let's kick off with men's basketball. There's right now. Women's basketball. No, I got that messed up there. Men's basketball, we are starting out with the record of. I've got 10-3. That is not right. Is it 7-5?
I think 7-5.
I'll
go.
Let me get
you talk. I'll go.
Women's basketball. I know women. They're 10-3, and 2-2 in conference. All right. So Coach Ferg, they promoted Braxton Stewart to assistant head coach. So congratulations to her.
Right.
That's made a big difference. Brought in Chandler as well, so he's doing a great job. They've got Mackenzie Smith as a great guard leader, and I believe she is a leading scorer on the team right now.
She is, yeah.
Yep. So and then somewhere as far as MIAA in the top end of it too. So that's pretty exciting to see. So entirely one of the things this year is that it's Coach Ferg's first entire team that he recruited together. Now we have a lot of different starters this year than last year because he was going to the portal or however picking up some other players. So this year we've got some sophomores that are playing. So we still got some young ones.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
there's only one senior on the team, and everybody else is basically sophomores.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's been so he's building on his team, trying to develop people. But we've got that. He got that. I think Rainwater from the girl from down low. She got some link to her.
Yeah.
And got some give me the ball. So I think going down low. I think he's bringing in. He's figuring out this conference because you got to be ready down low. If you're not, and Deanna needs some help sometimes. So yeah, it's been quite an exciting season thus far.
Yeah, the team looks a whole lot different from last year. Obviously, a lot more athletic. I like it when they push the ball. So we talked about that on Monday. Good-looking team.
Yeah, and it's just they hustle.
They do hustle.
Yeah, they do hustle.
They do hustle. I did correct here on the men's team. So if you want to talk about the men's, they are 8-5 overall and 1-3 in conference.
Okay. All right. So there, Coach Havens and Coach Reeder, they're doing great as far as coaching and bringing people in. Completely different team. One starter on from last year, which is Ethan Blackman.
Right, and then
it's only returning starter.
Returning starter, right.
Taven Washington last year was a good sixth man, which could have been a starter, and we talked about that on previous episodes. Mm-hmm. But he is now starting, and he does great. But right now they brought in Xavier Glenn. I forget where he's from, but he is a great. I mean, he's a scoring leader. He's again in the top 5 or so in the MIAA total. So he's doing awesome. I love seeing him. I love calling his name as the PA. We've got A.J. Reed out there giving a good hustle. I mean, I could, the other guy, Harry Nielsen down low, the freshman from Australia. I mean, when he gets his legs under him, I think he's a presence because he's so stinking tall. He can stand in the basket. He's like, just throwing the ball.
He's got so much length.
Yes.
It's
so
crazy.
much. Yeah, it is.
Talking about Xavier, he's a senior. He's out of Bixby, Oklahoma. He's basically played everywhere: West Florida, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, Connors State. So he's a great portal find for Havens, and he fits his offense very well.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. And then, I mean, you got, I don't know, I can just go on.
Yeah, we can talk about them all.
Yeah, Ethan Blackman's been good. I'm glad.
Well, Ethan's made I think, a huge change from how he's developed. I guess I should say this. I mean, as you go through your college career, you should get better and better each year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the second. What did Ori say? He's the second rebounder, or second average in rebounding per game in the MIAA.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, until maybe tonight, maybe he'll
he'll be more tonight. Yeah, but
going head to head.
He's great from the stripe. He's had 2 double-doubles these past 2 games. We talked about that on Monday as well. But yeah, good stuff out of NSU basketball. So, well, that's a nice wrap up.
Okay. We'll wrap it up.
Yeah, let's take a quick break. We'll get a word from our sponsors, which would be, Emery's Grill, and that's where we're at tonight. So we always love Emery's Grill and always come out and hang here, and they take good care of us. So
yeah, they do.
Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the spring preview here on the Riverhawk Sports Nest. Hey, this is Shawn Solo. Are you in need of a professional DJ with over 20 years experience? Look no further than DJ Shawn Solo Entertainment. I can help make your special event exciting and memorable for you and your guests. For information and booking, please contact DJ Shawn Solo 72 on Facebook or Instagram. And as always, may the beats be with you. All right, welcome back. This is the Riverhawk Sports Nest podcast. We are here at Emery's Grill on a Wednesday for the new spring season for 2026. We talked about the fall review and talked about some other things, but now we're going to talk segment 2, talk about the spring review and some fall review stuff of our other sports here in NSU. Of course, I'm Shawn Solo.
And I am Captain Morgan.
And now, before we get into the sports, somebody just asked you off air about sponsorships. So why don't you talk about that again real quick?
Yes, we absolutely, the sponsorships that we have are available for each show. We can do one for each show, or we can do one for the season. And it involves also media sharing and also signage, which we're getting a new sign with our new logo.
So be the first one to get on it.
Yes, absolutely. You can jump on in on that, and I think Roxy's Barbecue would be a really nice place to look, or maybe even Riverside Liquor.
Ooh, I like those. That would fit.
I think those look up there. Maybe. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's those opportunities.
Yes,
So
there are those.
all right. Well, let's dive back into some sports here, because that's what we're doing here. Riverhawks Sports Nest is talk all things Riverhawks athletics. So we got to talk about soccer. And my man, Rob Zelanka, he's actually become a pretty good friend over this past fall season. He's a good dude and a heck of a coach. And, this season has been kind of up and down for them this past fall. When I was looking at it, they went, 500. They went 8-8, and they had 3 ties. So, and I do believe on my notes, so they were MIAA tournament semifinalists.
Yep.
So
semis. Yeah, they made it to the semis.
So, again, strong athletes. We've had them on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
Just a great veteran core leaders. The goalkeeper play stood out, late in the season, which helped them qualify for that postseason. And then, of course, they fell to a top seed, which, like you said, get into the tournament, you never know what's going to happen. So. Yeah. Anytime you're still playing in November, you've had a successful season, and expectations obviously rise from there. So
yeah, and those guys too are good. They're good. They're good dudes.
Yeah,
they support other sports. I see them out in town. I mean, I see them like the football they were doing. The tickets up front. I mean, coming in there like Captain Morgan. I mean, just good people. Help support the basketball team as well. So
and
basketball teams.
And we'll talk about the tennis guys here in a minute, because those guys have been a big part of the environment at at the pitch. I'll say this, at the pitch, because Tim has brought in all these international players to the men's tennis. Well, those guys, they love football, and I'm saying football because that's what they see football as. So they actually come out to the pitch, and they have the energy they provide for the players. The players have told me they absolutely love it. They're out there chanting. They've got the bullhorn. They've got a drum. They've got specific chants for different players. So it's, if you ever wanted to know what it would be like to go to a match in the Euro leagues or Premier leagues, that's a small little taste of it. So it's a lot of fun. But
yeah, they do a great job.
But so it's exciting to see what Coach Rob comes up with. Building on that postseason, semifinal appearance. The expectations have always been high for him, and he's always been a successful coach for the men's soccer. He's always had great results, but expectations always rise when you have success, and he's got veteran defensive leaders, which has been the backbone to this, the semis run. And then, like I said before, goalkeepers have been late in the season, so good stuff there. So when you're playing in conference semifinals, the bar gets raised, for the next season. Now we'll jump into the women's team. Captain, you okay over there? Okay. We'll let Captain catch himself there. But the women's team, they had a great success, this season as well. Just soccer in general at the Riverhawks have performed well. I mean, the girls went 12-7 with one tie, 6-5-1 in the MIAA tournament. They were semifinalists. Hannah Anderson and Sydney Taylor were all tournament teams. They won a conference tournament match. They're proven postseason competitors. So taking that same thing like the men's, they're going to be carrying that postseason success to the next cycle. They're going to be another, conference contender because they're always tough. And again, you're going to watch for Hannah and Sydney on, players to watch for next season. And, they just didn't make the tournament. They won in it, so that changes expectations. So it's one thing we say make the tournament, but if you make a deep run in the tournament, that's even better. So it's...
Yeah, and they had a couple of losses at home, I think, that they probably shouldn't have had, too. So
agreed. Some heartbreakers there.
Yeah, there were a couple of heartbreakers on that. So, and again, they were a great guest on the show. So looking forward to having them back on this next season, or, having the representation of the soccer team this coming season. So you want to move on to next, the new addition.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's the sports. So as everyone knows, we're adding many new sports to the Riverhawks. The biggest jump in sports in NCAA history. We added men's tennis, volleyball, women's and men's wrestling, men's and women's track and field, and so that's anyway. It brings, I think it was a total of 8 that they ended up bringing in. So we brought in men's tennis this year. Coach Tim McLean's done a great job. He has done. I mean, he had to bring in a team, and none of them are from the States, right? Not one of them.
No, they're not from the States at all. They're all international players. They've got a couple twin brothers from South Africa. We had one of them on the show earlier this season. And those are the guys I talked about earlier. They come out to the soccer matches, but just great experience with that roster. You had a note here about, they started off, 26-0?
Yeah, they started out 26-0. So I'm going to give you some quotes here actually from Coach McLean. He's actually enjoying wrestling in Tulsa tonight, but I did get some quotes from him.
Of course he's doing wrestling.
Yeah, so he likes the depth that they have with the multiple guys capable of rotating in and out and playing around from the bottom of the lineup. I think here's a good quote. I think that's it. Men, as you said, men opened up 26-0 in singles play at our first home tournament in September. I mean, that's
a hell of a way to start off a program.
Yeah, it is. It really is. After being gone for years. So really pleased with.
Well, that's a testament to Coach Tim and his abilities, and then being another top recruiter, being able to get these players in.
Yeah, and they had the courts redone this year too. So they're able to play men's and women's. Last year they were having some trouble with some of the courts they couldn't play on, so they had them all redone. So that's pretty exciting. So be sure and check them out. I'm excited about them.
Absolutely. Well, let's see, we've got women's tennis.
Yes.
I feel like it's been a while since we've had them on.
Yeah, it does seem like it's been a while.
But, they've been consistent in their competitions in singles and doubles. Fall tennis always sharpens the tools, so that way when spring, is when the record starts to actually matter. They've had matches in the fall that kind of I feel like it gets them ready for the spring.
Yeah.
Kind of like a tune-up, if you will. So
Absolutely. It gives Coach McLean a good chance to see what he's got there and what he needs to work on.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I think he's told me before, and I think I can say this, is that he brings in players, and they, from other countries, and they see how good they are, and they kind of get poached.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I'll bring them in, but they just don't stay,
Right.
which is understandable.
Sure.
Because, but now that we have the good courts, and then with football season doing so well, that should bring in other income for other sports. So hopefully this will just continue to build because we had the right coaches in place.
Oh, yeah.
We just need the other end of it.
We need the facilities. We need those other things. And, you mentioned it right there with football. Any program, any athletic program across the country, what drives the athletic program is football. That is the money maker. Mm-hmm. And if you're not successful, people are not going to pour money into it.
Yeah.
But now that football's on the rise, the whole thing is on the radar, and we see these other teams that have already been successful, who've been competing at the national level with these tournaments, and so again, it's a testament to Coach
Sizemore
Tim and Coach Sizemore.
Yeah, I mean for bringing him in, and he brought in Cassidy Bowen this year. He brought in Kyle Williams. Excited to see what they're going to do. Big names. So I mean, he's putting the right people in place. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
In the administration as well. I mean, he brought in Angela there, the director of football operations. I mean, and she's been featured like in Channel 5 News or Channel
6 News.
Channel 6 News and stuff.
Did a whole piece on her during
I saw him for the First Americans Bowl.
Yeah.
Saw him following her around.
Yep.
So, it's like, so John's putting the right people in place.
And he's always said that to you, before we got into this, he was already our friend. Uh-huh. But that was the thing. He knows how to get the right people in the right place to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Again, that's why we're here.
That's why we're here, yeah.
I don't know how we got off on that one.
Well, it's okay. It's like no maps, no rules. Remember that.
Yes.
So obviously, let's talk a little bit about men's golf. And, Coach Varner, staple in NSU athletics, always has success. Mm-hmm. I can't remember the last time I think he's had a losing season or anything. I mean, he's always competing. He's always in tournaments. They finished the fall tournament. They've got multiple tournaments they've already played. They've been scoring, across the lineup. The thing about this team is men's golf, used the fall to build the consistency, and then now spring's upon us. That's where the championships are decided. That's where these tournaments are decided. That's where you set yourself, above. So obviously consistency. And we actually, when we had those guys on, that's what I was trying to
remember too, was when we had them on.
They said that. They said consistency is what they were going for.
Yeah, and each one of them were like, I need to do better on this. I need to improve on this. Because, they were kind of close towards the end of the day, and then they ended up falling off.
Yeah.
They were like wanting to finish, and it's the biggest team. I think it was the men's biggest team too that he's had too. So. Oh yeah,
that's right. He's got the biggest roster on that.
Yeah, the biggest roster. Yeah. So it's he's definitely doing some work there. So I'm excited about this season, this upcoming season as well.
Yeah, he's got a lot of depth there.
Yeah. And
then switching over to the women's, again, competitive regional finishes. They've got an experienced team. They're deep. Which is going to be translating to fall experience into the MIAA and postseason success. They've got some returning scorers as well, and of course, experienced upper class. I feel like that's a real veteran class that he's got under that women's team.
if I remember correctly, that was one of the funniest episodes that we had done because if I'm remembering correctly,
Yes, they were
all three giggly,
giggling the whole time.
and they were just as relaxed as all get
yeah,
out.
but
Yeah.
they were so nervous when they started. That was a funny thing. They were and then they just settled in and just.
Yeah.
So be sure to go check out that episode. Download it all.
That was great. That was a great show.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
But all right, let's. We still got time here. Let's get into some of the. I want to say outside of football, this has been the biggest news at NSU athletics. And you already mentioned it, the hiring of Coach Kyle for men's baseball.
Yep.
And then Coach Cassidy Bowens for women's softball.
Yes.
Both a great pedigree, success where they were at. Cassidy, now I know her assistant coach, I can't remember her name off the top of my head,
I want to say McKenzie something.
but she got a national title at OU. Mm-hmm. Cassidy is...
And she played at Tennessee.
She played at Tennessee and then played at Tulsa.
Cassidy played at Tennessee, but McKenzie played at
OU.
Tennessee.
Okay.
And OU.
Okay, there you go. So you've got this. Oh my gosh, you've got this
big experience coming
big,
here.
huge. Here, why don't you talk about? Here, let's just talk about softball since we're already on them right now.
Okay, well, real quick, one thing that Coach Bowen coming in has done, from what I've seen, is they're redoing the dugouts and the fence. So they tore out the old dugouts, which were in the ground, and the other day when I went by there, they had concrete and stuff out there. So they're redoing those. I think they're doing the outside fence too. I think, and then maybe they're going to work on maybe. I don't know if it's going to be this year or not, but the next thing is actually work on the exterior, for the fans.
Yeah.
Get the benches legitimate, especially on the outside.
Right, because they've got some bleachers in their center field, which is always fun to sit out there. But
yeah,
they're making some improvements with whatever sponsorships and donations that they've gone out for, and that's another way you can contribute to the programs. But that softball field looks a whole lot different from what it did last season. They've got a warning track in. You mentioned, the backstop. I think the backstop is the big thing that they're going to be doing. But
well, the dugouts are huge because they were dip-in dugouts. I mean, the dip-in dugouts they're antiquated.
Yeah,
because they just bring dirt in.
Right.
Can't get the dirt out. Like you can't get the dirt. Everything washes in.
Yeah.
It's like you got to think that stuff through. So anyway, that's pretty good. And then obviously, talking to a couple of the players with softball coming back, they're excited. A lot of players did not return, so a big roster turnover. So excited. And she brought in in the fall. She brought in some teams and played some teams, some tough teams, like to see where her competition level was.
Well,
so she's stepping up to the plate, as they say.
I mean, she's got D1 experience, and she is going to turn this team into a D1 caliber team.
Yeah, I believe so.
So, I mean, she's wanted to develop these players and be competitive. It's going to be a lot of fun for the spring, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now, Coach Kyle, did we talk about him enough?
No, let's talk about Coach Kyle.
Okay, yeah. We got to talk about Coach Kyle. I love him. He's awesome. Got to actually see him kind of get interviewed coming in to the program.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool to see. And then after when he got here, it's just he's very level-headed, just very going to build my program, going to make this happen, see what we can do here, we can do there. The interesting thing is too that Coach Williams and Coach Sizemore, or Director Sizemore, worked together before at Crowder College.
That's right.
So they have a history together. So I think a couple years ago, John wanted to hire him originally, but it wasn't the right timing. But this time, it was the right timing.
Right.
So being able to go ahead and make that happen now has been pretty good because he's got good contacts, he's got good skills. So excited, very, very much excited for him.
And that's another thing. That roster is, I mean, there's only, maybe 10 or 11 players from last season's roster that is still on the roster here, and everybody else is new. So it's going to look completely different.
Yeah, it is.
And they start play on February 3rd down in Durant, against Southeastern Oklahoma. And then their first home game will be actually, let's see here, February 6th.
Yeah.
That whole weekend they're against Upper Iowa. So some winter baseball in February. That's so crazy.
And softball, too. Did you mention their schedule?
Let me go back to their schedule.
Because I was talking to Corinne the other day, and I was like, it's on my schedule. They're playing.
Oh, there's a Gulf Shores Invitational starting January 31st. That's down in Gulf Shores, Alabama. And then let's see, their first home game. They start.
They host a tournament.
Yes, they host a tournament February 12th. It's going to be the Tahlequah Softball Festival. So that'll be that whole weekend as well.
Oh, okay.
So that's when that one is. The other tournament's going to be them in the Invitational
Valentine's weekend.
Right.
Okay.
So there, take your date out for a little baseball in February. Hopefully it's not snowing or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Check those facilities out. But I'm excited I'm excited for both teams.
Very much so.
Yep.
I can't wait.
And got to mention too, real quick, the upgrade possibilities. As the football team has been successful, they're looking to get a new turf, get a new scoreboard, which means that scoreboard at football could possibly go to.
That's right.
Baseball side, and then maybe softball could get one too as well. So there's some upgrades that are coming.
Right.
To the facilities, and it's going to be great to see. I mean, the success has been fun to watch. I mean, because
I feel like we got in on the early part, and now we're just seeing the development and growth.
Yeah, exactly. It's been fun to watch.
Well, all right. Well, that's the spring preview of our NSU athletics. Let's take another quick break, and then, we do this to all the players and coaches. We have our fun little segments that Captain and I do. Of course, Captain's got his walk the plank, and then I've got my Shawn Solo quick mix. So we're going to, I was about to say do it to each other, but we're going to throw it back and forth each other.
We are. I'm gonna make DJ Shawn Solo walk the plank, and he's gonna make me.
I'm gonna blast you out of the water.
Okay.
All right. So let's take a quick break, and this should be a lot of fun. So you're listening to the Riverhawks Sports Nest podcast. All right. Welcome back to the Riverhawks Sports Nest podcast. I am Shawn Solo,
and I am Captain Morgan.
This is our third and final segment for the 2026 season opener of episode 601.
The fun part. And you know that we do this to the players and the coaches. We mentioned this before about, we've got the Shawn Solo quick mix. We've got the Captain Morgan walk the plank. So we never get to do that to each other. So we're going to do it now and see what happens. So first. It was a little tough because I don't have anybody to bounce my questions off of. So
that's true. So
so I'm a little concerned.
This is all you.
Hopefully I'm not too easy on you, too hard on you, but we'll see.
Well, let's see. Shawn Solo, bitch.
Bringing the hottest hits to make you move.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I like it.
Soundstruck.
All right, this is the Shawn Solo quick mix round. 3 questions. Get to know your Captain Morgan. So question 1, is the drink of choice really rum as your name portrays? Or is an ice cold pint the go-to choice?
Pint.
That's what I thought. I'm the rum drinker in the group.
Yep, exactly.
All right.
I used to do a shot of rum before each show the first season.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Not now?
No, I'd stop. I'm like, I don't like it.
All right, question 2. If you were stranded on a deserted island, excluding survival needs, what is the one thing you would want with you?
Excluding survival needs?
Yeah, I don't want you to say, well, I need food or I need this or fire.
Okay.
What would be the one item that you would have to have?
Wow. Can't say that.
Yeah, you can. This is no maps, no rules. We can say whatever the hell we want to.
A woman that can't talk.
Well, that's one thing. Well done.
Okay,
Well done.
There we go.
Oh, my God. You heard it here, folks.
You never know what the captain's going to say.
All right.
All right.
The third and final question, and you have to wait for this one.
Okay.
Which of these 3 pickup lines has the captain used? A, do you fancy a goal on my plank? B, do you come about here often?
Okay.
And C, hello, winch. Why don't you trim your sheet and run up my mast? By the way, these are all me. I wrote all these. ChatGPT did not help me. This is all me.
They're beautiful. I want to hear you do the last one again.
The last one. Okay. Hello, witch. Why don't you trim your sheet and run up my mast? That one was my favorite one.
That's my favorite one, too. And hearing you say it is awesome. That's going to have to be a cut.
We'll do that as a drop for sure.
Yes.
So, which of those 3 lines have you used or would you use?
I would definitely use the last one.
The last one?
Yes, 100%. So, yes. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, there you go.
Putting that one to memory.
The Shawn Solo quick mix round.
Oh, my goodness.
You survived.
I did.
That was pretty fun.
I don't know. Yeah, I gave some not PG rated answers, I don't think, but we'll be all right.
Like that matters.
I think that was kind of the advertisement.
Yeah.
No. What was the music you played to advertise tonight's show?
What, mine or the?
Yeah, on
on the IG.
IG, yeah.
Talk dirty to me.
Talk dirty to me. Like, okay, there we go.
Just Cinderella. Well, I thought it was appropriate. It's just
Yes.
you and I.
Yep. Then we got,
And I also had to make a adjustment on my post because I was trying to come up with pictures to kind of put up there. Mm-hmm. But I wanted one of us like in the middle of the podcast, like talking. But the one I liked was when we did a selfie with, I think, the women's soccer team. But since I picked the Jason Derulo song, Talk Dirty to Me,
Oh, yeah.
I thought, probably need to take that one out.
That's probably smart. That's smart. Yep.
All right.
Yep. Very good.
I dread this so much.
Okay.
I don't know how this is going to go.
I don't know either. I put a lot of thought in this too, brother.
Gosh.
So I'll.
Well, here, let me get my rum.
Yeah. Let me preface that too. I need a refill, but I'm good.
You good?
I'll be mine.
All right.
So let me preface this first.
You want to preface it before I start playing the music?
Yeah. So usually, I do the things where I gear them towards if it's soccer, if it's football, it's basketball, whatever it is.
Do not tell me. I hate this camera.
I thought I checked red. I see blue right now.
I know.
That's not good?
No, that's not good. Blue's not good.
Okay. Man, we got the audio on it.
We got the audio. We can't recreate it.
Yeah, I can't recreate that. Because I got embarrassed. I felt my face turn red.
It's literally not. I love that camera, but I hate that camera.
Man, I so thought I looked at it. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Damn it. Well, we got the audio.
Yeah, we'll have to figure something to put it with it. You've been doing good with audio, so
We can't recreate the moment, so that's okay. That's okay. That's why it's just us.
okay. Wow.
Y'all know.
Well, it's almost a blessing because my face was red after answering question number 2. So you've got to actually check that out. It's not part of it, however it's on here, but
Yeah,
definitely
this will be.
That's going to be a good clip.
Yeah, this will be a not child-friendly segment that'll be posted on the on the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I've been embarrassed.
Well, you are welcome, sir.
Yes. Well, thank you.
I'm actually proud of myself for what I came up with.
Yeah, I am too. Those were good. I'm very pleased with that. So I put some work into yours. So let's see how.
All right, see how this goes.
Yeah, I will go with the same music and all that good stuff.
All right, well, let's do it.
All right. All right, you scallywags. Welcome aboard the USS Riverhawk Sports Nest, where the seas be rough and the questions be tougher. This here's a part of the show we call Walk the Plank. The executive officer, DJ Shawn Solo. You know how it works. I'll be asking you a question to test your knowledge. If you get it right, you get it. You get to captain the ship for our next voyage.
Oh, my goodness.
And you can earn a shot to sail us south of the equator to become a shellback. But if you get it wrong, oh no, matey, over the side you go. That means you be taking a dip in the deep blue and facing a sink or swim question to see if you can claw your way back to this fine ship, which I really need you. So steady yourself. Are you ready to walk the plank?
Let's go. Let's do this.
All right, DJ Shawn Solo, which artist is often called the godfather of soul, heavily sampled by DJs across multiple genres? I'm going to give you some questions. I'm going to give you.
I think I already know.
Say who you think it is.
That'll be James Brown.
The correct answer is B, James Brown.
Yes, sir.
Hi, shipmate. You now have proven your knowledge you can stay aboard the USS Riverhawks and guide us possibly to the south of the equator.
Okay, I like the Caribbean. Let's go.
All right, now, Solo. Solo.
Here it comes.
Which planet is destroyed first by the Death Star in A New Hope?
This one's the easy one.
Which planet is destroyed first by the Death Star in A New Hope?
I don't even need multiple choice.
Talk to me.
You may fire when ready. That would be Alderaan.
South of the equator we go.
Let's go.
Congratulations. Honorary captain.
Yes, I made it. I didn't have to walk the plank.
And that, me shipmates, concludes our Walk the Plank challenge.
That was fun.
Hey, that was good.
That was good stuff.
Good stuff right
Good job,
there.
sir.
Appreciate you.
Well, I think we should end on that note for sure. This has been a fun episode, a hell of a way to start off.
It is.
Season 6 and 2026, episode 601.
Absolutely. And there's so many more things we could have talked about with each and every sport because we've done so much. It's just that the time-wise was not there. I mean, we're going to split it up as it is right now. So,
Yeah.
But we appreciate each and everybody that's ever contributed, listened, seen the show.
Oh, yeah.
Love our coaches. We love our student athletes, and we show them love when we see them out and about in town as well. So we hope you do the same as well.
Yeah. Shout out to all the players and coaches. We just love them to death that they've invited us into their home, if you will.
Yes.
To their field of play. So it's good stuff, and we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for them. So
yeah. And real quick mention, I saw Aubrey Brown has been going because her sister Anderson Brown plays still, is playing for
right.
NSU as a sophomore. So saw Aubrey a few times at the games. And she was on here 2 or 3 times. I don't remember, at least twice.
Well, yeah, and then her sister's been on too. So the whole family's been on.
It's like good. It's just a good relationship to have. So it's really been fun. So thank y'all.
Well, another successful episode to start the season, Captain Morgan.
Been great. Thank you very much, Shawn.
I'm Shawn Solo.
And I am Captain Morgan.
We'll see you next week. We are out. Bye-bye.